YouTube, ceaseless source of amusement for people with more than one brain cell. I'm referring to another LP by, well, I don't remember who it was, because it was someone who linked to one of his videos on the TSG forums, and that video was about dispelling a so-called urban legend on this channel. And what's the urban legend, you ask? That Eevee cannot evolve without a stone. I'm dead serious. There are still people who think Eevee can't evolve without a stone. So this guy, just to prove them wrong, he went to all the trouble of evolving an Eevee into an Espeon, and then used it on his team. Well, if you're going to raise an Espeon, you might as well use it on your team. For LPing purposes, if you just want to fill your Pokédex, you're going to have to do it at some point. But if you're doing an LP and you're raising an Espeon, and with all the trouble that means, then you might as well use it. Even if it doesn't have Magic Mirror, but that's another story entirely. But, yeah. Apparently, a lot of people on that channel honestly believe that Eevee could not evolve without a stone. And I am really, really hoping that those people were just egging on the guy, you know, joking around. Because if those people sincerely thought you need a stone to evolve Eevee, there's a serious problem. Because it's been 10 years since Gold and Silver have come out, and it's been 10 years since Eevee could evolve without a stone. Heck, nowadays, there are more evolutions that don't require a stone than there are evolutions that require a stone. So, yeah, what the hell, I'm just hoping it was a running joke or something, because, yeah. But then again, as I said, this is YouTube. Anything can happen. You're gonna have all kinds of strange people around here. Just to give you an example, well, I don't think I need to give you an example, because judging by the number of thumbs up my replies have gotten, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. It was in one of my latest Mario videos. It was some guy who both first commented and put a homophobic comment in his first comment. Oh yeah, Waterstone, thank you very much. You're a bit late for that kind of stuff, because I already have my Vaporeon. Thanks for the offer, though. And, yeah. So, obviously, usually I just delete those comments and block the guys, but I couldn't resist just, you know, publicly humiliating him, because, seriously, first comment is bad enough, but when you're going the homophobic route as well, that is absolutely intolerable, and something has to be done. Hence my public demonstration of follow the rules or else. And then, the best part is how, afterwards, he, okay, well, seems like we're getting on and off poor Vaporeon a lot here, and doesn't seem like there's anything there. Well, there may be something here, but it's clearly a hidden item, in which case, I don't really care. Instead, I'm gonna fly back to Heart Home and head down to Route 212, since there are a few more items that I want to pick up there. But, yeah, afterwards, he posed as one of his friends, begging me to unban him, and, well, obviously I didn't buy the whole friend thing. I see that all the time. But what you didn't see is that he tried that stunt with a third account, through a private message, and I'll leave you 3 guesses as to what happened, and the first 2 don't count. And if you guessed, I blocked the bastard, come and claim your prize! But, yeah, I don't take very kindly to first commentating, especially with, you know, all the times that I've said it's an instant ban, and it's even written on the channel's front page. And get this, there was someone else who complained that I complained about first commenters and banned them, but seriously, there are rules. You are expected to follow them. Rose Incense, by the way, I'm not sure, but I think this is what's required to breed a Budew, since Budew's a baby Roselia, and if you try to breed a Roselia with something else without the incense, you're just gonna get a Roselia. But, yeah, this is youtube.com/slowflake, not GameFAQs. There are rules. Follow them. Thank you very much. And I've gone on a lot longer than I wanted to about this thing, But seriously, it was just too funny not to share. I just wanted everyone to know that. Yeah, he sent me a private message after that. Just because, well, you can't see it, but, you know, it's always fun to see... Oh, no. I completely forgot to mention what the private message was. It was some kind of huge sob story about how... I don't remember the exact wording, but he was tormented and stuff like that, and... Had I thought of it at the time, I would have gotten some sad violin tune and I would have read it to that tune, but I didn't feel like it, so I just clicked the block user button instead. Makes everything better. But, yeah, in retrospect, maybe I should have tried to give this guy, you know the treatment I gave that six-pack guy with you know, publicly telling the world what that private message was? In retrospect, I missed out on a good occasion to do that, because, yeah, I'm an asshole. Deal with it. But anyway, enough about that, because there are a few other things I want to talk about. I've been asked, how did I know where all the surfing spots were? Did I just look it up beforehand? The answer is yes. I looked it up on Bulba Garden, though nonetheless I still forgot to look up an area, which is the Ravaged Path. Yeah, I went to Route 204 in the last video, and I didn't go to the Ravaged Path. Congratulations! I'm an idiot! So, yeah, after I'm done with Route 212, that's where we're gonna go next. And rumors of Mystery Dungeon 3 on the 3DS have arisen. There's nothing confirmed yet, but, you know, it would be sort of sad that I miss out on it, because I'm not planning on buying a 3DS right away. I'm planning on waiting a few years. This is what I usually do anyway, to wait until the library of games I want has been built up a bit. But nonetheless, I don't feel that bad about it, because if they ever do a Mystery Dungeon 3, they'll probably do what they did with the second one and make a deluxe version later on. So I'll just pick that one up when it comes out, I guess. Oh, and by the way, I think it was yesterday that Serebii confirmed the English names for Excadrill, Suwaddle, and Alomomola. And my initial reaction was, dude, we already know that's not news anymore. But then again, this is what I referred to in a recent video of mine. This is probably why Serebii's pissed, because he knows he's going to have to make it public at some point, and that's going to be everyone's reaction, you know. We all know what the English names are, except for the events. They weren't even asked to leak those three yet, but we're going to figure it out when the games come out, I guess. So, we're done here on Route 212, so I'm gonna just head to... Sorry, I got a bit of a cold, and with a cold usually comes a sore throat. So, if I sound a bit different today, well, that's why. So, I'm just gonna heal my Pokémon, since my Torterra is running low on PP, and my Vaporeon's missing a chunk of HP as well. Now, those trainers here... Well, I got the time, why not? I'm gonna fight them today. I wonder if it's the double battle or the two singles. So let's check that out. I'm just gonna skip the text since I'm gonna cover that in greater detail in the post-game. And yeah, those are the two single battles. And yeah, because those two guys, well, actually that guy and that girl, well, you can either face them in singles or together in doubles. Depends on the day of the week as well as which Pokemon Center you're at. But that's basically how it works. There are two potential combinations of battles that you can have for these. Oh, and by the way, while I think of it, just to follow up on my comment earlier, which I made jokingly, of course, about me being an asshole. Well, as it turns out, I'm not the only LPer who's adopting, well, I wouldn't say an elitist approach, but a rather hardline stance when it comes to trolls and complete idiots. Just, if you want to have a fun time here, it's simple. Just follow the rules, don't be a complete idiot, and I promise you will do just fine. The reason for that is because, well, I'm catering to people with, as I said earlier, more than one brain cell, and of course that it has to come at the expense of the others, because you can have a perfectly good conversation ruined by a bunch of idiots. And it's not just on YouTube, it's anywhere on the internet. So, yeah, I'm really trying to keep this place, a place where we can have intelligent conversations. On YouTube, it's an uphill challenge, I know, or an uphill battle, rather. Sorry, I just made up a new expression right there. But, yeah, it's more complicated since I didn't choose the right site to do so, but at the same time, YouTube is so much bigger than the other video uploading sites that I really have no choice. In the matter if I want to build a bustling community, it's YouTube or nothing. So, there was just one last subject I wanted to cover today. Well, there's yet another one that I want to talk about, but it's going to have to wait until next time. If you check the leftovers page on Serebii's item decks, you're going to find out that Sharon, or I don't know how to pronounce it, it's such an unorthodox name. Well, he's got leftovers on some of his Pokemon in some of his battles. Namely, in the battle on Route 7, he's going to have leftovers on his starter. Same for the battle against him on Route 10. And for the post-game battle in Victory Road, he's going to have moved it to his Gigalith. Now, the first thing I thought is, holy crap! Free leftovers? I gotta raise something with these! That means potentially infinite leftovers really easily. But unfortunately, Game Freak had to go and ruin my fun by preventing Thief and Covet in the same vein from stealing items permanently from trainers. So that means, nope, not gonna work. Not gonna work. So if you had the same idea as me, sorry, but you're out of luck. I was really thrilled at the idea of, getting infinite leftovers really easily. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, right? And, okay, not that way. I don't remember... Or rather, I don't know why I never remember that the exit is to the right and the water is to the left. First time I came here on Ravaged Path in this LP, I made the same mistake. I wanted to go left, but that's where the water was. The exit was right, but this time we want to go left. But, yeah, I wonder, though, why they didn't expand on that fact by giving more trainers more held items, because it would have helped make the game a lot more challenging. And no, I'm not asking for citrus berries on everything, but I'm asking still for stuff like, leftovers, type boosting items, maybe a quick claw every now and then, because it seems like I have a much better tolerance to hacks than most competitive people, so I wouldn't really mind seeing stuff like, Bright Powder and the Quick Claw. But then again, I guess the really hardcore people, as well as those that are just as dedicated as me, but don't like hacks all that much, well, you might not want to see it. But personally, I've come to accept hacks as a part of the game a long time ago. As long as it doesn't ruin everything like Inconsistent did, like Double Team and Minimize would, that's just excessive. But enough about hacks. I just wanted to say that it would have been fun to see more trainers using more held items, because other than Sharon, who's stacking his team with held items, there's really not that many trainers who do so. Sure, you're gonna have a citrus berry every now and then, but I wanted them to come with a wider array of stuff. Hey, why not, for example, a Magic Guard Reuniclus with Life Orb for fun? That would be awesome! And speaking of Reuniclus, that's actually the subject I wanted to tackle today, but that's gonna have until next time. Because, well, we're running out of time. I don't know if I'm gonna see a wild Pokemon before getting to this item, but if not, I'm gonna end things off here and continue the Ravaged Path in the next video. Snape kills Conkeldurr!